Hi Fancy Stampers, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be making this Dashing Deer card, Christmas card, using the Dashing Deer stamp set as well as the Detailed Deer Thinlits that come in a bundle in the 2018 holiday catalog. In addition to using this stamp set and these dies, we're also going to be using the Christmas Traditions punch set. And just to let everybody know, this punch set is still available. It comes in this beautiful red and silver tin, and in it you get 6 stamps, you get the coordinating punch, you get 2 ink spots in Real Red and Call Me Clover, as well as an acrylic block. So it's a great set, it makes a great gift, and you can even use the tin for other things in your home. I'm using it for my stamping blends right now, and or you can use it to put cookies in it and give it to a friend. So let's get started. I have a lot of these things already taken care of because, again, I'm new to making videos, but I wanted to give you an idea of how simple it is to make cards. Again, we're going to be using this as a sample. The style is going to be the same, but we're going to be using a little bit different colors. The card base on this card is Cherry Cobbler. It's 8.5 by 11, cut on the long side at 5.5 and then scored at 4 1/4. So that will give you your card base. In addition to that, you're going to have 2 layers of the DSP. The one on the front is 4 by 5 1/4, as well as the inside layer 4 by 5 1/4, and then your Whisper White piece that you use your sentiment on is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. We're going to be doing some die cutting as well today. This is a little filigree that's in the Detailed Deer Thinlit set. Also, we're going to die cut some flowers that we're going to ornament the card with, and we're going to be using the Christmas Tradition stamp punch to make our front sentiment. There's a little piece of the mixed satin ribbon that we use as decoration, along with some clear rhinestone gems. And so let's get started. Again, I have started a lot of this already, so it'll be kind of walking you through it. Here is our base card, okay, and it's a 5.5 by 4 1/4, scored 4 1/4 by 5.5 this way, okay? And then the next thing we have, this is the first piece of DSP, and it's going to lay on the top of the card like this. And I used a Sizzix oval die. This is the largest one in the set that I had. I had this piece of tape on to anchor it to the magnetic plate on my Big Shot. But this will give us this nice, pretty little shape. Then the other piece that we die cut is our little deer. He is, I call him the flying deer because he looks like he's leaping. And he's going to be setting in the middle. And we're going to have our little filigree piece on our sentiment piece that's going to go in the upper right-hand corner. So that's kind of it with our card. And then I've already, as you can see, had stamped and cut out the 2 pieces for the front sentiment, which is going to go in the bottom right-hand corner. And again, we're going to decorate with the little flower pieces as well as some red rhinestones. So to assemble this card, what I'm going to do first is the inside, because that's usually the easiest for me. So I'm going to take my other my other set of DSP, and I'm going to layer my Whisper White with the sentiment onto that DSP. I'm going to use my snail adhesive. Comes in a nice little roller like this. And I use my guiding lines and center it. Seal. Okay. For our little filigree piece, it's kind of hard to get a hold of. What you're going to do, I have a little tweezer set, and I hold it with my tweezers, and then I put my multi-purpose glue on the back. And you only need a teeny tiny little bit. Just kind of dab it, because it'll spread. And it dries clear, but you don't need a lot of it. So you kind of dabble it along. And then we're going to place this, whoops, pick it up gently, and I'm going to just place it in the corner. And when I get it in the place that I want, I just press it in. Okay? Okay, so we can put that aside. Then we're going to take our die cut piece and we're going to use dimensionals. And you can just put them in, first all four corners. And by the way, this is All Is Bright DSP. It's new this year, and it has a lot of pretty colors. So we're going to layer this, take off your little stickums. And it really is a card that will come together quickly. And what's nice is that the cutouts that you get from these die cuts that you make, there's one more piece here. The die cuts, whoops, that little piece is showing. So we're going to gently fold it in a little bit. Okay. This is a little tricky. So you don't want to press anything down until you know that you have it centered the way you want it. There. What I was going to say is the die cut from this DSP you can use in another project, which is great. So you kind of can get two cards out of one die cut. So that gives it a little bit of depth, okay? And we're going to do the same with our deer. Only I'm going to use little mini dimensionals. I'm going to use my tweezers because I don't have any nails. And we're going to kind of place these where we can. And this little deer is going to be leaping out of your card. So we put these here. Let me put one more here and another one down here. And the rest of the pieces will kind of be floating. Okay, so we take off our backs. And the same thing with the deer. If you cut the little deer out of your cardstock, say, and you cut it out in the center of a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece, you can use that silhouette, or that empty space as they call it, to create another card. And I can show you, that's what I did here with this one. As you can see, I used the Whisper White, and I cut out a deer shape, and I used the negative space to create the card. And actually, that's how I created both of those cards originally. So what you can do is add just a teeny tiny bit of your glue just to anchor that right there. I'm going to hold it for a second. And that'll keep that steady right there. Next, we're going to use some glue dots, our mini glue dots, and we're going to use this to kind of anchor the ribbon. So I'm going to fold the ribbon like this, kind of crosswise, but I need a glue dot to hold it together. So I'm going to get one, put it kind of in between, and then I'm just going to put one on the back side and anchor it to the right lower corner of this card. I'm going to place it right about there. Then I'm going to use dimensionals again on our sentiment. And place that over our ribbon. And again, using dimensionals gives you depth, which is quite nice. There. Whoops, our little glue kind of popped up. So, and the final thing we're going to do is I've created some little flowers. And we're going to put one on the neck of our deer, kind of like a necklace. And then, whoops, here's our other two. We're going to put one here. And we're going to put another one in another spot, maybe up here. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do to kind of finish this card off is we're going to add some jewels. And I just love these. And you can get them in red. And I'm going to put these in the center of each of the flowers. Whoop. The one on his neck and one on our little sentiment. Kind of just like right here. And then I'm going to put one more on the inside flower in the filigree. And then we just use our snail adhesive, center our card, make sure everything is tightly adhered, and there you have it. 2 beautiful Christmas cards, a little bit different shades of green. I want to thank you for watching today. I appreciate you visiting. If you really enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button below, which is down there. For a picture and detailed description of this tutorial, please visit my blog at AuntieLou'sFancyStampers.com and visit My Cards. You'll get a complete instruction sheet, including all the tools and all the equipment used. I appreciate any comments you may have. Many thanks to you from Auntie Lou. Thanks for watching.